Welcome to Fit to Be Real.
And a little extra.
Carly, why don't you tell everybody what we're talking about today?
I'm going to be honest with everybody. I have no idea.
She really doesn't. She doesn't even have like I gave her a hint. I was like, show up.
Yeah, she was like, just come over. And I was like, okay. It's my kind of prep.
Well, we've been doing some really heady stuff. We've been doing some serious stuff. And so I wanted to keep it light and fun and, digestible, where everybody included could have a say.
Wait, who's included?
All the listeners.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
So-
is this like every 5 minutes somebody walks through the door? This is your life.
It's not your birthday.
Oh, darn it. That would be fun,
This
though.
is your life. That's it. The door is closed. I'm the only one who walked in the door. It's the Great Debate Part 2.
Oh, I love the Great Debate.
Let's get debating.
Wait, is this the one where we talked about is a hot dog, a sandwich, or a taco?
Real serious stuff here, people. This is where we're going. What I've chosen are all across the board. There's some ridiculous, things to think about. There are some more, serious things that maybe we should be thinking about. And there's everything in between. Do what I say. Here we go.
I'm older.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
I'm Victoria.
Hey guys, I'm Carly. My energy is popping right now. Popping.
Sure is. So like I said, we are going to be just having short, rapid fire discussions.
Short, yeah, let's.
Short, rapid fire discussions on some debates that you've probably never thought about before, that maybe you have and you'd really like to tune into the answer, or you've already turned this off because this doesn't interest you. So it's going to be all over the place, and we're just going to have fun with it.
We'll see.
Are you ready?
I'll be the judge.
Okay, you have to think of this in a company, employee, office situation. So like 90% of the world except us. Okay?
Okay.
Is it crucial to have a random act of kindness day each month?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't think in this world today that enough people think of other people. And I think we get into a routine of going in, doing what we're supposed to be doing, clocking out and leaving. And I think it forces people to think of other people at least once a month.
Sure.
So that maybe it becomes more routine instead of like go in, you do your work,
Yeah.
you leave.
Autopilot.
Yes.
Yeah. Like living on autopilot.
Yeah, that was a better word than the 4 run-on sentences that I just said.
Rapid fire. All right. We approve. Moving on. And I agree.
Okay.
Should casual Friday attire include pajamas?
No. At like a workplace?
I don't know. This isn't just for office. That was just for the last question. So I don't know.
No. I am a big fan of sweatpants and sweatshirts. You should take a picture of my outfit right now.
But okay. Yes. But maybe that's what falls under pajamas. Because I think casual Friday for most places is like jeans.
When
you know what I
you
mean?
say pajamas, I'm thinking like plaid pajama pants and matching shirt.
Okay, well, you're asking a lot if you think a lot of people match that. But I don't know. I don't know. I know that most casual Fridays, it's like, oh, I get to wear jeans today.
Well, I said this to a couple people in class the other day. I was wearing jeans to go out, and Lewis asked me if I was going to a wedding.
That for us is a big deal.
Right. So to me, that's not casual. That's like I'm going out on the town.
Oh, you tried. Like you're trying right now.
I did, and I tried real hard.
Yeah.
Hard. So I would say casual Friday is sweatpants.
Yeah. I think it depends on the nature of your normal dress wear for everyday life, I guess, because sweatpants and sweatshirt is also our norm, but it's also our casual.
Yes, it's my everything.
Yeah.
It is everything to me.
Well, you have a dress up sweatsuit,
Yes,
and
I
you
do.
have a no one's gonna see me sweatsuit,
Uh-huh.
and then there's pajamas. So that's how we, I think, gauge it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you're a mix of everything.
I have matching pajamas. Like I tend to wear matching pajamas every night. But right now I'm in a, no one's going to see me today. It's raining and I'll get changed before I see other people.
I see you. I think this is the last one for an office type setting. Should the office have a slide instead of stairs or elevators?
I am not for this at all.
I am so for this.
I don't like to have fun. So I am very structured. I like my routine, and that is not fun for me.
But what if you were going into a meeting being like, oh, I'm so nervous, and then you go down the slide and you're like, I got this.
Are you-
Energy boosted.
You wearing like your pencil skirt in your suit? Are you wearing a pantsuit? Are you wearing high heels? If you fall flat on your face at the bottom, like are your legs in the air? Or you're like,
Well, maybe the slide would relax everyone's you have to wear this and have them feel comfortable, and they would be more productive overall. So maybe the suit is not necessarily necessary for production.
yeah, it's definitely relaxing when you're falling down a slide on the way to a meeting. And
Why are you falling down the slide?
Because I would slip.
What happened to you?
Don't you remember the prom story?
Oh,
Going down the
God.
stairs?
Right, so you would want to get a slide. You might as well. You're halfway there.
No, not into that.
Okay, I disagree. You're wrong. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
You're not going to like this. Well, you will like this. Not a lot of people like this.
Just answer.
Okay, is it like, wait, I need a little bit more backstory. How historical? It's not just somebody who died.
It just is historical.
Well, that, I can't, it's got to be somebody that died, but like maybe, well, this person changed history.
You okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
It's Michael Jackson.
Listen, I am seeing a lot of stuff that's going around in the cyberspace internet world. I don't know, people. I don't know.
What?
I don't think what happened. I think there's a lot of bigger players at play that ruined his name.
I think that's the great debate whole episode.
I think, well, there's a whole podcast dedicated to it.
To Michael Jackson?
Mm-hmm. Look it up.
The king of pop?
Yes.
Yes, I know. That's very controversial. Some people would click off at this point because I mentioned
Well,
his
that's
name.
sad. Don't do that for that.
But I would bring him back from the dead to ask him all the questions, and I enjoy him.
You know what's funny? I would die to go talk to someone. You would bring them back to Earth. They don't want to come back to Earth.
No, trust me, he doesn't want to come back.
Sure. Mm-mm. No.
But yeah, that would be my, he's not a historical figure, but he definitely has changed history. So I'm going with MJ, king of pop.
If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
The rudest?
The rudest animal.
You want to know?
Like
Who I think is the bougiest, who is like
the real housewives of animals.
Yeah, like just, yeah, giraffes. Yeah.
How dare you?
I think they hold themselves so high above other animals.
Because their neck is big.
Yeah, I know.
That's anatomical.
I think they spit. They are just so bougie, and I think they think they're better than everybody else. They look down on everyone.
I'm so upset. They're the best. And they're the gentlest. That's like saying the long-necked dinosaur is a monster.
Could have been. Maybe it's a direct descendant.
No vegetarian's a monster like that.
No, giraffes are definitely the rudest and obnoxious. What do you think?
I disagree wholeheartedly.
No.
I think it's the killer whale.
The orca? You think they're like the rudest? Free Willy?
Oh, that movie scared I think I died from one of them. I think one of them killed me in a past life.
In a past life.
I can't look at them right now. There's a lot of videos circulating in my algorithm on them.
Wait, me too. Did
Why?
you get into my algorithm?
No, I don't touch your phone. I don't know. They're circulating. I can't look at them. I have like that really heat feeling in my chest, and I have to like swipe away.
It's the word I hate. It triggers you. I hate that word. But I just saw a video on the orca whale that was like, it was circling this person who was trying to get back on the paddleboard because he fell off his paddleboard.
I would die.
But it's not interested in humans.
I know.
There's only been one killer whale. I'm not talking about in like SeaWorld because sometimes they attack humans because they
That's
are
provoked.
Right, provoked. But in the wild, there's been one killer whale attack on a human, and he lived because he realized it was a human and he didn't want it. But they don't attack humans. Well, they're very smart.
Yeah.
They're very smart. They call them the humans of the sea.
So they're the rudest animal in the world. Thank you.
I'll agree with you on that, but giraffe is still like
no, wrong. You couldn't be more wrong. Is it better to have a superpower that only works once a year or a mediocre power that works every day? Mediocre.
I don't like to wait. I'm not a waiter. I like when things happen.
Instant gratification.
Yes, instant gratification.
That's horrible.
Wait. How do you say it in English? Instant gratification. I can't wait. So I would have mediocre every day. That's pretty much how I live my life.
Basic. She would like the basic package.
I am mediocre every day.
That's amazing.
Right?
I actually don't know about this one because I would, if you experience it once a year, then I'd be waiting for that one day every single day. Like, I think every day would be mundane. So maybe a mediocre would be more sustainable.
Yeah.
To like be happy.
Yeah. Who wants to wait for anything?
So what is it, like a 50-50 shot it'll work? Is that what mediocre is?
No, mediocre superhero power is like, you fly just above the treetops and then you come down for like 5 minutes. But you don't really get hot. You're not helping anybody. You're just doing it for your own personal whatever. But like it's not great. It just is what it is. I would take that.
It's like you wearing a full camouflage outfit being like, can you see me?
Wait, I have one.
Yeah. Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers?
So both of those options are a no.
Nope. Not the option you can choose.
I would rather be in heaven with Michael Jackson. If he's in heaven. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's in purgatory. I'm not sure. But
you're so Catholic.
I would be somewhere else where those two options were not a thing.
Okay. I'm going to answer correctly. I feel like legs as long as your fingers. Because then you can really, you got some short legs, but you can use your hands. Like if your fingers were as long as your legs, how would you type? How would you do things? How would you pick things up? It's like those people that have nails that are like miles long.
In the Guinness Book of World Records.
How do you go to the bathroom?
Well, we'd live in a different world and there would be accommodations.
No, it's this world. It's right now. It's tomorrow.
No, neither.
Is it better to communicate if you only had two options with only emojis or animal sounds?
I'm an emoji all the way, so
I don't know. I feel like I'm an animal sound.
The kids and I can emoji our feelings pretty accurately. So, nope. I am not an animal sound.
I feel like you would send me the emoji of the girl that has her hands out like,
all the time.
Why? And I would be like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah, that we're different.
Last meal. Sushi.
Oh.
Or Mexican.
Oh,
They're
sushi.
Your only what?
Sushi. But like all you can eat sushi.
But you can't eat that much.
Yes, I can. Had you said sushi and pesto pasta, that would have been a hard, with sun-dried tomatoes, that would have been a hard choice. Sushi and Mexican, well, I do love a burrito.
Oh.
Sushi all the way.
Listen, I love sushi. But I will be eating tacos and nachos and churros.
Yeah. No,
before
sushi.
I die.
And seaweed salad and sashimi and all the rice.
You're asking for too much.
Wait, I'm really hungry. I'm getting blood work later, so I had to fast, and I'm really hungry right now.
Wait, you can't drink coffee.
No, actually, I don't have to fast. Or maybe I do.
You're supposed to be fasting and you just made coffee with cream.
I thought I could have coffee.
With cream?
Whatever. It'll go through my blood. And nobody will detect
it's
it.
It's going to say NA, caffeinated.
Really?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Whoops.
I think you just ruined it and you're going to have to go back though. Oh my God. Okay. All right. In terms of a project.
No.
DIY or ready-made? So the question is crafting or convenience?
Are you asking me this for real?
Well, think about it.
I don't have to. Ready-made, walk-in, ready.
You're the problem with the world, okay? You are the issue with why we can't be happy.
Have you seen me try and put something together from IKEA? You've watched me.
No, I haven't. I've done it. You've watched me.
That's true. I am doing air quotes. Can't figure it out within 5 minutes, and then somebody will take over for me. Or do I even look at the directions to begin with?
Oh my God, you're a manipulator is what you're telling the world. You are just manipulating your way through centerpieces.
Yes. And I'm okay with that because I have other talents.
What are they?
We've learned I can say the 50 states.
Get over that one.
I know.
Get over that one. That benefits no one.
Well, I just listened to last week's episode and apparently I'm good at love. So that's my special talent.
Not today.
No.
I love that you're upset by that. And I love that you're still upset by that. Like that couldn't have been the biggest compliment and like wow, I'm actually doing life right because I was born into this role where I can easily find love. And you're like, F that. I can't believe you ever said that to me. How dare you?
Oh, ready-made. You are a DIYer. I liked DIY when I was younger. Now I have no time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Classic fairy tales or modern retellings?
I love classic fairy tales. I am not going to rewrite the classic fairy tale so it fits in today's world. I'm okay with, I think.
Yeah.
I think that the princesses back in the day from the fairy tales actually had courage and strength and all the things that they maybe are rewriting now to make them feel like they have more courage and more strength. Sure. But they had it.
Yeah.
It's all the way you tell the story. It's all the way that you look at it. But they had a voice back then, and I don't think there's that much need to rewrite it for today's world. I don't know.
I agree. Would you like to live forever?
Well, you know I'm scared of everything, so yes.
What?
I am scared, like, of the unknown, of dying, and the unknown.
Oh.
I am terrified of.
I think this life is more scary than what happens when you die.
I am on the opposite of that. I am terrified.
I'm not surprised by that answer, but
it's unknown for me. I don't know. As much as I know that I will come back and haunt the SHIT out of you, I don't want to do that, but I will. I will live forever if I had the chance.
I have absolutely no desire to live forever.
Wait, but do I live forever and keep aging?
Yeah, Carly, there was no a twofold question here. It's just
so I just get old. Listen, I don't want to live forever and all my family members are dying and I'm like 970 and I am incapacitated.
You would have nothing to like give the world. You'd be like, I've learned a lot, but I'm not telling anyone.
No, I'm
going to sit in the chair like the little grandma and Coco. But what if you think about Coco?
Yeah.
They've all died. Look at their world.
Listen,
look at the world.
If the world is like Coco, yes, sign me up. Because the other side of the world was pretty colorful and fun.
Well, someone's got to put your picture out, so you're asking a lot. Asking a lot. I am not afraid to die, and I would absolutely not like to live forever. Do you see what's going on in the world?
No, I know. But I want to live forever because I don't want to die.
I'm going to die first, and I'm totally haunting you.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Boy.
Just putting them gang signs. Kids are smarter than adults. Do you agree?
Is this a real question?
Yeah.
No. They're not smarter than adults. I think they are less I think they are more free and more confident and more
Right there, they're smarter.
No, they're not, but they're not smart. You're talking about intellect. Like right now, Dean's learning to count.
Overall, smarts. I don't know.
I mean, they have good people gauge.
I didn't say
think.
educated. I said smarter.
Well,
having more confidence, being freer, having no care in the world of wanting to wear rainbows up and down their arms and, you know, go into nature. I think that's way smarter. For some reason, at some age, we all get real gray.
Well, yeah, I think we start to reverse and backpedal.
Right.
In those ways, but not if you're talking about like brain smart, intellect, and all that stuff. No, I don't think they're smarter. But yes, I think they're smarter in the ways of people. What's it called?
I like that you separated brain smart and intellect. I think you're proving my point, to be honest with you.
Kids are dumb.
You're thinking they're brain smart and they're intellect. This one I'm actually excited to ask you. Are you thinking about sushi
I'm
still?
so hungry.
Are bad words bad?
Okay. I'm going to put my coffee down for this.
Good, because you shouldn't be drinking it.
Dean just asked me this the other day because on Easter,
What?
He said in front of all the kids, he said, "Holy crap." And Melody was like, "Mom, Dean said holy crap." And
Melody's afraid of them because you turn into a demon.
Well, and all of his older cousins were like giving me the look like, yeah, he did say it. So I like took him off to the side and I was like, "Dean, tell me the truth. You won't get in trouble if you tell me the truth." I said, "Did you say holy crap?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Where did you learn that word? Because you know we don't curse."
Yeah.
And he was like, "From YouTube. The kids were watching YouTube."
YouTube.
And I was like, "Okay, well, it's a bad word, but why is it a bad word, Mom? Why? Why is it a bad word?" Like he didn't know it was a bad word. He just heard other kids saying it.
Right. So what'd you say?
I said, "It's a bad word. Don't you ever say it again or you're going to the room forever and you're not allowed to come out."
So you didn't use your brain smarts. Wow.
No, I just said, "You're not in trouble. You didn't know." But that's like a word that makes you sound uneducated. That's what I always tell them. The bad words make you sound like you're not as smart as I know that you are. It makes you sound a little bit trashy. That's what I say.
Ooh.
Do I believe that? Not as an adult. Do I believe it as a kid? Yes. If an adult walks in and they're cursing, I could care less. But if a kid walks in and cursing, to me, it seems uneducated. Like there are other words to say, but you're not thinking of those other words.
Well, they're just repeating what they hear. When it comes to children, I think.
That's true. Adults, I don't care. I don't think it's trashy if adults curse. I think it's awesome if they spell them out.
Do you?
No.
I think words aren't bad. It's how they're used that make them bad. But I don't think vernacular is what's bad. How you're using. I mean, you could say the worst things and not actually put a curse word in the sentence and say something that's way worse than F-U-C-K.
That's true.
So I don't think the words themselves are bad. I think the intention behind them are what make them curse, quote unquote, curse
That's
words.
true. And Lewis asked me once, like, who made the bad words? Who made them up? And I honestly was like, I don't know.
So you should watch on Netflix the history of curse words or the history of, bad words, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's emceed by Nicolas Cage.
Sweet.
It is done in the funniest way. Comedians are who they're interviewing, but they give you the history behind every single.
Really?
Yes. The F word, the C word, SHIT, where they give you the history. And it is amazing how they started is not what they mean today. So it's how they're used and how they've changed. That's made the complete. And I believed how the words are used mean more than the word themselves before I saw the documentary.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call it, the series. But it's interesting to find, because I don't know the words either. Like, where did these words come from? Who
Right.
decided that they were bad?
Right.
And why do we say them, or why are they overused? And sometimes if you go through the decades, words change in terms of popularity, and, you know, it shifts of what we used to. We hear the F word way more now than we ever did.
Oh my gosh.
So
Melody learned it in like the second grade.
we didn't know that in
I
second
didn't
grade.
know that word in second grade. I'd never heard of it before.
Yeah. So it's really fascinating. It's also very funny.
Yeah.
But you do learn some things. So I don't think bad words are bad. I think if you explain it to him that way,
Right.
but he's also 4. So.
I just think adults saying them are very different than kids saying them. Like if you heard an adult say "holy crap," which I know all of you listeners out there are like, that's not really a bad word. Like there are worse.
Most people.
But like if you hear a 4-year-old say it, it's like, oh,
It's jarring.
Yeah.
It's jarring depending on how you were raised.
Right.
Some people that's nothing. You know?
Well, cool, Dean. Way to show off your your brain smarts and where you were raised.
Hey, I said shut up to you while I was teaching yesterday, and Vicky, our aunt, I ignored her. Sorry, Vic. I heard you, but I ignored you. She called out, "That's a bad word."
Yeah.
So we grew up with that being a bad word, but B-U-T-T being a bad word.
Right. So you've evolved and I have not. I'm still in the mindset of like, don't say those words. Don't say, oh my God. Don't say,
Well, we've talked
shut
about
up.
this. You do
Yeah.
a lot of things that
Yeah.
you were taught because of either tradition or
It's just ingrained in
conditioning.
my mind.
Conditioning.
Yeah.
Are we all just living in a Giants board game?
Stop.
Like, if you think of it like that, I did not create these questions. I want to put that out there. I found these online of like debates that people can have. And I read it and I was like, ooh, like I always say that we're living in like, there's moments where we feel like we're in a simulation. Like this can't be real. This can't actually be happening. There's so much online, and maybe it's again, my algorithm, that like the timeline is glitching. Like things are weird. Things are disappearing. There's things that like we remember as kids that don't exist anymore and aren't talked about, and you can't find them if you Google them. And
Wait, like the movie Shazam?
like the movie Shazam.
I'm not even kidding. I saw this online. No one can find the movie Shazam with what's his name?
I couldn't help you with that.
The comedian. Anyway, look it up. Everyone is looking for this movie. We've all seen it, and it is nowhere. No one can find it.
There's a lot of things that are going
Sinbad.
around.
With Sinbad.
There's a lot of things like that happening where people are like,
Are they more serious than that?
no, it's a lot of, well, because it starts with little things. So I'm not going to get into all of that, but I do sometimes feel like it's a simulation. It's quite literally that game Sims. Like there are characters.
Like we are Sims.
Things are very weird. There's just moments that feel like that. So if you think of it like a Giants, like what if you are
Yeah.
in Candyland and you're something that they land on and they're like, oh, I lost 10 points.
I'd be super angry because I'm working my butt off in this life. And if they are just messing with me.
Why work so hard then? If you think of it like that, maybe you should relax and have a little more fun. Go down the slide, you know? Why not?
You know what? I don't care. I'm not doing anything anymore. I'm just going to sit on my couch, watch TV. I hope you lose all your points, big giant. I hope you lose this game.
There are giants in the sky. Is water wet or just makes other things wet? Is it something that's not actually wet, but when it touches skin or other objects, they become
What is it?
wet?
Gel?
I don't know. Like, is it an element that isn't actually wet?
It is an element. It's H2O. That's the brain smarts.
They're coming out.
I think it's wet, and I think anybody that says it's not wet is wet between the ears.
Ew. They're moist in between the ears.
Isn't that like a dig from the 1920s? Like, you're wet between the ears.
The 20s?
Yeah, I picked a decade.
Oh, all right.
An old one.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it is. Definitely. That's fact.
Yes, I won that debate. Yes.
10 points to the giant. Is it better to know a little about a lot or a lot about a little?
Hold on.
A little about a lot or a lot about a little? Did saying it like that help?
I mean, a little bit, but not a lot. I think it's better to know what's the one where you know a lot about one thing? What's the one you said? A lot about a little. A lot about a little. I think it's better to know a lot about a little because that way you can inform other people
About that one
thing, and then they can tell you what they know.
So everyone needs to be good about one thing so that you can all share.
Yeah, because if you're good at a lot of little things, it's like, what are you best at? I don't know. I'm mediocre at a lot of things. I know a little bit about this.
I only fly above the trees.
Just like hover, and then I have to come down. So like if you know a lot about plumbing and that's what you know the person to call is the person that knows a lot about plumbing. And, a lot about one thing.
Yeah.
So if I only know a little about plumbing, we need 10 people who knows a little about it instead of the one person who knows a lot about it.
True.
Did I win?
I don't know. I go the other way. I think it's good to know a little bit about a lot of things.
But then you don't know a lot about anything. You just know a fact and then you're like, oh, but that's all I know about it.
And then you can have open conversations to learn more.
Well, you can have open conversations to learn more, but you just need a lot of people in the room.
Yeah, I don't like crowds.
Yeah, you wouldn't last.
I need a few people who know a little about a lot, and then we can have like a little and a lot of conversations.
I can't. Moving on. This is too much of a little. This is a lot.
Is life just a quest to find the perfect water bottle?
Because in 5 years, Stanley's going to be out and like Chester is going to be in.
I mean, when we were little, it was the Gatorade bottle.
Yes.
The green Gatorade, which is like coming back as like retro or whatever.
I know. My kids have them. Yeah, it was the Yeti, Gatorade, Hydro Flask.
Mm-hmm. But it's always about a water bottle.
And then you die.
Is it possible to laugh without smiling?
Hold on.
I knew you were going to try it. No. Do it again. I won't look at you. No, you're smiling. No, I can hear it that you're smiling.
I can't do it. Try it. No, you're smiling. You're smiling.
Wait, why do our lips have to be sealed? Why are we sealing our lips?
But that's not real. Wait, is everybody doing it right now? Everybody try it. Everyone try it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, then it sounds like really demented.
It just sounds like you have to put on like a
and you have to get real deep.
Santa Claus is laughing.
Yeah, no, it's impossible.
I guess it's impossible.
Impossible is nothing.
I really like all the questions I chose last night at 11 o'clock when I should have been sleeping. Are all bugs secretly superheroes with tiny little capes?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, they're not.
But if you think of them that way, how exciting, like all the things that are on the ground.
Victoria saves flies from her house. Like she will put it in a cup and let it go out the door. I don't believe bugs belong in the house.
I don't believe they belong in the house either. But we also put a house on their environment. So whose fault is it?
Listen, if it's outside, I will let it live. That is its house. Inside, their capes aren't working so well.
So put them back out in their house.
They're going to go meet Michael Jackson.
You are going to get squashed by a giant.
That's true.
What if you're not in the right house? Wouldn't you want someone to gently lift you out and put you in the right spot versus kill you? Silence, peasant. Should there be a dessert at every meal?
No. That's how my kids live their life, and it's not going so well.
At breakfast?
No. But I feel like their breakfast is dessert. They have like oatmeal with honey on it. I'm like, that's a dessert.
Yeah. Like Pop-Tarts, I guess.
No, and I think it's only a dinner thing. It's not special anymore.
Look who's talking. Are you hearing yourself? They get desserts all the time.
It's horrible. Like,
well, stop it.
Like Dean says, I'm done lunch. Where's my Swiss roll? I'm like, you know who started that? Mom.
Really?
Yeah. Mom gives them a treat after every lunch.
We never did that.
we had dessert at night after dinner. It was always something small. And then on the weekends, we had ice cream.
Right.
But no, I don't believe you should have dessert after every meal because then it loses its luster.
Why did you smile when you said that?
I thought luster was a big word.
It's a brain word.
For brain smarts.
Good job. I don't know. I feel like as an adult, I wouldn't mind a slice of dark chocolate after a lunch.
Well, that's different. When
That's
you're talking
dessert.
about dessert, you're talking about,
That's a sweet treat.
I'm talking about like an ice cream sundae.
And technically, chocolate is from a bean, so it's a vegetable.
No dessert.
Should everyone have a personal soundtrack played around them based on their mood?
Oh, yes. I am so for this.
I'm for this until everyone's playing at the same time and it just becomes noise.
Yeah, you would not be happy with that. I feel like we do that already with our playlists when we make up class.
True.
Because our playlists are very who we are, and I make up the playlist. So it's very who I am until Victoria teaches by herself, and then you realize, oh, Victoria hasn't done one song that Carly has ever picked for her to do. Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah, I know. Like, then you would know how to respond to someone and be like, okay, I understand what their vibe is right now, so I won't antagonize them because they walked in being like super emo. Evanescence is playing right now.
Yeah. But then maybe they switched an hour later to NSYNC. Feeling better?
I knew you were going to say NSYNC.
It would be.
Or like if we were talking right now and all of a sudden a song just started playing over my head. Bye, bye, bye. Like you would know I would want to leave.
No, I would not get the hint and I'd be jamming out.
Yeah, you'd be dancing.
Yeah.
I do agree and maybe like a silent disco type of thing.
You're not good with noise.
Like
so.
you got to put the headphones on if you want to hear someone's vibe, and then you could take it off and you don't hear it anymore. I support that.
Next question.
Do vegetables taste better when they're shaped like fries?
Everything tastes better when they're shaped like fries. Can we try that?
But like, I never thought about that. I guess veggie sticks or fries.
No, but if you look at, a food video or a baking show and they're putting eggplant fries, but they're making eggplant fries, you're like, yeah, that looks so good.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's just in the shape of a French fry.
Yeah.
Everything's better in fry form.
Changing gears.
Oh, God.
Is it possible to stay in a relationship after infidelity?
Oh, this is a very switch of gears.
Did I not warn you?
Ugh. Oh, this is something that I cannot answer. Before, like when I was younger, absolutely not. I thought it was very, very, very black and white.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I think it's more black and white, and I would come for Andrew so hard. It is so much more black and white than I thought it was possible.
I just having a coughing fit. I just laughed so hard.
So even if I died, I would haunt him about it. It is so black and white for me that
I agree. I mean, I agree.
So black and white. It is just so black and white.
Really, it
for me.
hasn't happened. It's okay.
I know.
It's all right. It's all good.
Andrew's not in trouble. Andrew's not in trouble.
It's all good. No, I agree. It's black and white. It's not even a question. Should there be an Olympics for everyday tasks?
I mean, no, because I'd never win the gold medal.
For an everyday task?
Yes. Do you know how much laundry I have to fold in my laundry room right now? It's sitting there. It's been clean for like a week.
But you cleaned it. You got at least bronze.
No, please, no.
Honorable mention. Everyone should own a pet. Period. Agree or disagree?
I disagree because some people just can't take care of it. So for those people that cannot take care of it, it's a horrible life for the pet.
Yes, I agree. Like I would initially be like, yes, it's the most amazing thing ever. It's an unconditional love that something doesn't even talk back to you unless you're really telepathically in tune.
Or unless you have the buttons that your dog hits that says, talk to me.
Go for a walk. Treat. But then I think of like serial killers.
Yeah, somebody that just literally cannot take care of a living thing. I cannot take care of plants. Don't put a plant in my way because I will kill it.
Yeah, I agree. She's not talking to you guys. It's
Oh my
okay.
God. The forest in her living room.
She's not talking to you. I water them. I go, you're so beautiful. They grow better and they like feel happier.
No.
Only violent criminals should be imprisoned.
No.
And
Okay.
why? Only.
I do believe there are a lot of people in jail that don't belong there. Or if they are there, maybe they've been there too long. I do believe that. I believe serial killers. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you didn't listen to me. Only violent criminals. That would be a serial killer.
Uh-huh.
That would be,
No,
anything violent should be the only ones imprisoned. If you stole something,
no.
you have to pay a fine, but you don't go to jail.
Pedophiles are not
That's a violent crime.
violent.
That's a violent crime.
Kidnappers.
That's a violent crime.
Kidnapping is violent. Like, to me, violent is like violent. Kidnapping for the sake of kidnapping, but not violently, is like.
I think stealing anybody is violent.
Okay.
You're stealing someone. You are kidnapping them
So,
from reality.
like, stealing a loaf of bread to feed your family and being
God,
named
you have
24601.
two gauges. You have extreme to this end and extreme to that end.
I don't think Javert should have been put in jail. No.
Like Miz, for all of you who understand that reference. I guess that means, like, if you are holding weed and you get caught, should you go to jail for that?
No.
Or if you are indecent in public, people go to jail for that, but like they're not hurting anyone violently. But DUIs, yes, violent crime.
Yes. But do those lots of little things end up being a big thing eventually? Maybe that one slap on the wrist or that one jail time just got you straightened up real fast. And you're like, I never want to do that again. So I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
There could be. That would be the hope. I think that's the purpose.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's how it works. Like,
yeah,
I don't know a lot of stories of like, I went once and I never went back. Like, it's usually you're a repeat offender and you just go to jail all the time. And then your sentences get longer and longer and then you're in there forever.
Right. So I'm undecided on that because I think there are a lot of little offenses like kids with guns, bring them into school.
That's a violent crime.
But they haven't done anything. Say they don't do anything.
Right. But I still feel like that could be
seen as a. So I think our description of violent needs to be more pointed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hear you. I think you can't slap that wrist and be like, don't do that again, because then what do you think that's going to do? But I feel like if it's something that could cause violence and or is a violent act, I feel like they kind of mesh together. Like if you are already bringing guns to school, you should probably have a harsh punishment.
Consequence, So I'm undecided.
Yeah. But like, okay, so how about this? Tax fraud. Is that imprisonment because it's not violent?
Or should there be some other consequence to that? Like, I'm going to take all your money.
So your answer is no. Not only violent criminals should be imprisoned.
Yeah, but I think they should go to a different jail. Like the Chrisleys, Chrisley Knows Best, that show on TLC. Like, they're in jail for 12 years for tax fraud. I don't know if they belong in jail for 12 years.
Yeah. I agree. That has to be different. So I'm answering no as well. Okay, not only violent criminals, but I think there's a lot of different webs for this.
So for this, there's a gray area. For the one before, black and white.
Yeah. Death.
Death.
Last one. Wizard, superhero, or pirate?
Definitely not a pirate. I'm not into the no shower happy hour thing.
What kind of pirate are you?
Pirates do not shower. Have you seen Johnny Depp? Like, that is not attractive to me at all in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's not a modern day pirate, but you're going back?
Yeah, that's not for me.
He's definitely wet between the ears in that movie.
I think I'd have to go wizard because I love a good outfit. Cape,
God,
wardrobe.
All the wrong reasons. It is amazing.
I love a good cape, wardrobe, and wand, and I could just Expelliarmus some of these questions.
I like how you say Expelliarmus.
What is it?
I just, it doesn't roll off the tongue. You distinctly articulate. That's all I'm saying.
What would you pick?
Always wizard.
Yeah.
Always wizard. Because I would make my mediocre superpowers really ochre.
Better. A little better than hovering over the trees for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
A day.
Oh, for 5 minutes, we've made it worse.
That's mediocre.
All right. Yeah. I get that.
I think with a wizard, you can...
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yes. Make your own spells and superpowers, whereas a superhero, you're just a superhero. A pirate, you have nothing. You're a good drinker.
Yo. So, just human beings. We are all pirates.
Yo ho.
Fun fact, I once had a Wi-Fi called You're a Wi-Fi Harry, and the password was Connecto Patronum.
We like Harry Potter over here in this neck of the woods.
Yeah.
That was fun. I love a good debate.
Yeah, those are great debate part 2. I said last time I wanted to make it a series, and that was August. So
Oh, okay.
August to, April. We've made our second great debate.
Yes.
We're doing really well with our brain smarts today.
I want to backtrack for a second.
Oh, no.
And I just want to make sure everybody that curses, I don't think you're trashy. I've been thinking about that for the past 20 minutes. Anyone that curses, you are not trashy. I think it's trashy when it comes out of a 4-year-old's mouth.
Carly, shut the F up.
Okay. I don't think you're trashy if you curse. You curse away. I support you. I don't want my 4-year-old cursing. That's all I was trying to say. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I want everybody to be happy.
I think it's time to go. Our real tip and our real extra tip is to get into your own great debate. Maybe you take these exact questions, definitely the tiny bug's a superhero one, to your friends and your family and just have a good time. And also, use your brain smarts. So just remember that you are always fit to be real.
And you are always allowed to be a little extra.
For legal reasons, we have to tell you that this podcast is meant for entertainment and educational purposes only. We are not healthcare professionals. For all of your health, wellness, fitness, and self-care needs, please refer to the medical professional in your life, your primary care physician, your therapist, a certified coach, whoever it may be. And then let us know what they say, because I guarantee we need to know it too. Okay? Okay, bye.